Your Excellency,
representative of His Majesty Obi of Onitsha, Asaba of Asaba, and other royal fathers, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted that even the twilight of our tenure, we still render developmental services as we hand over 3 bridge projects, 3 federal secretariat projects, and 1 road project. These are only symbols of our efforts and commitment to upgrade, renew, and expand Nigeria's stock of infrastructure. We do not act on infrastructure by accident. It has been a deliberate choice for our government as a tool to fight poverty, to create economic growth and employment, and to open the path of prosperity for our people. I am not oblivious of the concerns and debates about our stock of public debt. Those concerns are legitimate and in many instances well-meaning. Many of the debts are tied to projects and are transparent and verifiable. What I have not heard enough of is the truth about the wealth and prosperity of many nations, especially post-war Europe. That wealth was built largely on infrastructure and on debt redeemed over decades. Some of the projects are commercially self-liquidating. Without investing in infrastructure, the road out of poverty is much tougher. So, as we look at the debt profile, I urge us to also look at the assets and investment profiles, some of which was paid for by debt and some by investment income. In 8 years, I am proud to say that we have doubled Nigeria's stock of infrastructure to GDP from about 20% to over 40%, and that is no small undertaking. This happened when global oil prices plunged to almost zero, when we encountered a recession that was not predicted, when we dealt with pandemic that was unforeseen, and when we are still grappling with the global effects of an ongoing war in Europe. The projects that we hand over today, apart from others such as rail, sea, and airports, gas pipeline projects that have been previously completed, symbolize our country's sharp focus on delivering prosperity. First, let me speak on the 3 bridges. The Econ Bridge is meant to boost trade in and around the Calabar port and free zone and facilitate transport connectivity from the south-south through the north-central to the northeast. This is a bridge across river itself. Next is the second Niger Bridge, which has been long in the making and is certainly now a reality. It is a bridge of choice across the river Niger to bring relief to those crossing from the southeast to southwest. And finally, the Loko-Oweto Bridge across the river Benue to provide a shorter connectivity for those traversing from Benue to Nasarawa and the Federal Capital Territory. It cuts off travel through Lafia and provides connectivity to Kepi and to Abuja. These are truly bridges of connectivity, interaction, and integration across major rivers of commerce and opportunity such as the river Niger, Benue, and the Cross River. These are frontal efforts to address multidimensional poverty instead of lamenting about it. These bridges reduce travel time, improve business efficiency, and service delivery time. It is my honor and pleasure to declare them open for public use, and I wish all those who travel and traverse them safe journeys and pleasant travel experiences. Similarly, I have the honor to hand over for safe motoring the Kano to Kaduna section, comprising over 200 kilometers out of the 365 kilometers Abuja-Kano highway. While work continues on the 165 kilometers stretch of Abuja to Kaduna, the completed section is proof of our investment choices. The Abuja-Kano Road, the second Niger Bridge, and the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway were all funded partly from our dividend income and from investment in the NLNG repatriated funds from overseas and recoveries from proceeds of crime successfully prosecuted at home. This is an example of the change that we promised: to invest dividend income in visible assets that last for generations and to put proceeds of crime to public and enduring use for the country. Our anti-corruption approach does not end in courts. Stolen and recovered assets are utilized for the common good. The Federal Secretariats in Oka, Yenagoa, and Gusau are proof of our commitment to complete as many projects as possible that we met. They resonate with our desire to reduce the cost of governance by bringing federal civil service servants under one roof for efficient service delivery. This will begin to produce our rent expenditure for office spaces. I have approved the recommendation to dedicate these secretariats in honor of some illustrious citizens who have served our country. I therefore now have the honor to declare Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jelason, Federal Secretariat in Bayelsa State, Yenagoa. Ebele Okeke, Federal Secretary in Oka, Anambra State. And Malan Yahaya Gusau, Federal Secretary in Gusau, Zamfara State, open for public use. Thank you for listening, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I will make one comment out of context.